What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you some Rising Star content today. Now, this is actually a video for my fellow Splinterlands players, and also, by extension, if you're not playing Splinterlands but just looking for P to E, this is a this is a video to talk about Rising Star and why you should be playing Rising Star. So, for those of you who are already playing Rising Star, you may still get some value from this, just if you'll see how I break down how I'm earning from within the game. But more so, this is just something that came to mind, or at least came to my attention, I should say, during a live stream earlier today where somebody was talking about their experiences with both games, but that spurred me to look at the way that I am earning in both games. And it's shockingly close, and I think Rising Star, I might even be earning more at the current time. So, okay, I know. Let me get into it, and we're gonna go from there, and I'll try to break down exactly what I'm talking about. So, I am going to be going heavy into Splinterlands stuff here, a little heavy into Splinterlands stuff, but I just want to preface with that. Now, between these two games, Rising Star, you can start for 100% free. Whereas Splinterlands, you got to pay $10. You get the starter pack or the starter deck. You get I forgot what it's called, the Summoner Spellbook. There you go. And then you're able to play. And as of now, you're able to earn by without buying any cards. That is going to change in the near future. And I'm going to leave it at that. That's outside the scope of the video. What I'm trying to say is, with the investments that you would make into both games, I think Rising Star, I'm actually making more on a game playing basis. All right. And now I have to clarify that, because obviously I own a significant amount of assets within Splinterlands. And so therefore I am earning from the SPS airdrop as well as SPS staking. Now, here's the thing. Staking SPS, you get the SPS rewards, and that is something that will continue to go on at least for the next 4 to 5 years, 4.5 years maybe, but that does have a finite date. The SPS airdrop, which you get for holding assets within the game, that is going to end at some point in the near future, probably within the next 3 months. So in order to compare apples to apples accordingly, I wanted to look at where my current card set is and where my current collection is. Now, what I'm going to do to make this, to make this even more fair, is I'm just going to include the main deck that I play with, because I've also invested in a lot of cards and I'm earning passive income renting those cards out. But if I just look at the deck that I'm playing with, this is an investment of $3,000 into this deck to play at gold level. Okay, now playing at gold level, I am currently renting out my entire deck. I'm taking a couple of days off, and I'm going to even take the maximum number here, 1169. Actually, let's even bump this up. Let's just say that I can earn 1,200, right? 1,200 per day on average. Now, we're in the middle of the season, so there's a huge spike at the end of the season, but there's also a huge dip at the beginning of the season if I were to be renting out my cards every single day. Now, obviously, that's not how you play the game. You should be playing the game and earning. But I will tell you this, from what you would get doing your daily quests and DEC rewards, I would say that getting 1,200 DEC worth is probably about average. I know people are going to calculate this in different ways, looking at how much do you get per reward chest and all that stuff. I'm just looking at this if I didn't play, but I essentially take the opportunity cost of me playing, right? I would say that earning the 1,200 DEC per day on average is pretty good. Like, it's not bad, right? As it is, I'm probably in gold earning maybe 10 DEC per win with a full, with a full ECR right now. So that isn't, at the beginning of the season, obviously it's much better. As you go on, it starts to decrease. Now, what I'm not really accounting for here is the missed opportunity, the opportunity cost of not playing the daily quest to actually get cards and potentially potions or DEC from those chests. Sometimes those can be pretty big, right? But again, I'm trying to aggregate this out and look at this from a law of averages standpoint, and just say if we round up to 1,200, I mean, come on, let's be generous with Splinterlands here. Let's say on average I can get 1,500 DEC per day, right? In terms of value from the game, whether I'm renting out my cards or playing the game. Now, I'm not spending any time in the game. I'm just collecting passive income and rental income. On the other side, I'm playing with the opportunity potentially to earn a little bit more or get some cool cards or whatever the case is, right? So I'm bumping this up to 1,500 because I think I'm still relatively confident in where the number is going to end up. So if we look at where DEC currently is right now, 0.0015. We'll just even go up. 0.0016 is the value that you're getting. So 1500 DEC times the 0.0016 is roughly 2.4 US dollars, right? So this is what it comes out to in terms of value that I'm that I'm earning from the game every day, whether I'm playing or renting out my cards. Again, this is excluding the airdrop, which has a finite date, as well as the SPS rewards, because that's a separate investment that is earning passive yield based on itself, right? So you earn vouchers and SPS for staking SPS, but that has nothing to do with the actual gameplay right now, outside of potentially, playing in tournaments and things. And again, I know I'm oversimplifying here, but I want to share with you the next number, which is when I look at how much I am earning on the Rising Star side. I am probably getting about 5,000 star bits, maybe even more than that. I'm going on the low end here. 5,000 star bits just from my missions daily. On top of that, I do have the Starbits Millionaire card, which you do need to grind up to level 54 and own 1,000,000 Starbits, which at this point in time is currently valued at $275 US dollars. So in order to do that, once you get those two things fulfilled, you can do a 30-minute mission and you get 10,000 Starbits per day. So that 10,000 Starbits plus the the 5,000. We'll just be conservative here. Let's say I do a bunch of other missions. Let's just say I only do like 3,000 Starbits, right? So that's 13,000 Starbits per day that I'm getting in value. I multiply that by the value of Starbits, which has actually come down a little bit, but this is good because we always want to be conservative. And all of a sudden, I'm earning $3.51 compared to the $2.04. I mean, even if you just look at the 10,000 Starbits from the daily, the daily Starbits Millionaire mission, 0.00027. It's 30 cents more than I would be earning in Splinterlands. So I was actually shocked to find out that on a daily basis, from actual gameplay, I am earning more from Rising Star than I am from Splinterlands, which is crazy. Because when you factor in the fact that I have an investment of less than 10% in Rising Star. Yes, I've bought some other cards and I've leveled up and I've had to do that over time. So here's the thing. There's also no good way to see the value of your cards for like an aggregate value for all the cards that you own within Rising Star. But I would say that even if we give a $30 buffer here and get this up to 300, when you compare it to the value of my deck and the fact that if I wanted to buy into this deck right now, I would have to pay $3,000. And for a tenth of that, I would get the Starbits Millionaire card, right? So at $300, I would get the Starbits Millionaire card. All of a sudden, I hope you can see what I'm talking about in terms of the amount that you need to put in versus the reward that you can get out for playing on a daily basis. Now, when you look at these as from a game standpoint, is Rising Star as fun as Splinterlands? No, I mean, that's not what I'm trying to get at. Rising Star is a different type of game. It's an idle clicker. Yes, I will even look at that and be like, it's not really a game, but there is a sense of progression in there, a very sense of real progression that's happening, right? So you do level up and you do collect cards along the way. You do build up your fan base along the way. So there is something to it. And obviously people are enjoying it. So again, I'm not trying to compare the gameplay element of it because nothing's going to take away from Splinterlands. And obviously I'm still very bullish on Splinterlands. But I did want to highlight the fact that when somebody on stream had mentioned that was the case for them, and I crunched the numbers for myself, I realized that on a daily basis from actual gameplay or potential gameplay, I'm earning more from Rising Star, which to me is kind of crazy. So just something for you to think about if you have been sitting on the fence when it comes to Rising Star. It's easy to get into. Yes, there's a small learning curve. You're going to have to learn a couple things here and there. But as I said in the live stream, I'm live on this channel roughly 3 times a week. So feel free to come through and ask or post something in the comments. And everybody is usually very, very helpful. And so it's easy to get on board. It's easy to learn all these different things. I mean, I'm still learning, but whatever barrier you have, whatever barrier in your mind has been holding you back, I would definitely recommend just taking a look and potentially getting started. So again, it's something that I think is worth your time because it doesn't take up too much time. And if you are in this whole play to earn space, you could just go and start earning Starbits. And again, I don't know where this stuff goes in the future. I don't know the success of where Rising Star will be in the future, but I can say the same thing about Splinterlands, right? So we're not going to get into that part of it. What I love about Rising Star is the fact that it is 100% free to get started, and you could start earning Starbits right away. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that. And I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below for other people who've been playing. Where is your focus now? And if you haven't been playing, or if you haven't been playing, definitely check it out. And if you haven't been playing and you don't want to consider playing, I'm actually curious to know why you are holding out and if there's something else holding you back. Now, the last thing that I will say, and I want to be very clear about this, I'm not trying to shill my own thing, but there are referral links here. So I do have my referral link in the description below, but as I usually say, don't use mine, but make sure you use somebody's, right? I just want somebody to be the beneficiary of this. And so that it doesn't come off like I'm trying to shill my own. I'm telling you actively, don't use mine. I mean, if you do, I will be grateful, but I'm telling you, don't use mine. There's plenty of other content creators that are playing Rising Stars. So, find your favorite one and go ahead and support them. All right, guys, that's all I have for you in this video. I will catch you all in the next one, and I will see you, or maybe I'll see you around Rising Star if they ever put in some kind of like multiplayer or PvP in it. But as of now, I'll just see you in the next one. Take care.